First, we looked at an overview of data to value, including our understanding of integration. Then, we looked at the benefits of the BTP platform and data and analytics. And third, we looked at the data to value formula. In today's session, I will give you an overview of what extensibility actually means and why our customers need it. We will also look at the paradigm of low-code, no-code development. And then lastly, I will give you a demo based on a customer use case. Let's first look at the problem space. Today's business world is complex and ever-changing. Companies are confronted with volatile markets, and the global pandemic has only emphasized how vulnerable many of our processes are. At the same time, organizations have a shortage of resources, and they're under increasing pressure to deliver more with less. And on top of this, companies need to leverage and integrate with their existing IT landscapes. Being fast and innovative in the way a company extends their applications is a key dimension to navigating the market's complexity and staying ahead of the competition. Now, let's dive deeper into the concept of extensibility and what we mean by that. As we all know, there are certain requirements that are not covered by the capabilities of standard applications. These requirements are often due to specific customer demands, changing market conditions, or new business models. A typical example would be a country-specific employee onboarding process. To cover these kinds of processes, customers need to extend standard applications such as S/4HANA, SuccessFactors, and so on. This is what we call an extension, enhancing the standard scope of an existing application to meet very specific customer needs. Extensions include, but they're not limited to, the creation of new UIs, the extension of data structures, extension of business logic, creation of new objects, creation of new APIs, and the creation of new apps and processes in innovative, unforeseen, and very customer-specific ways. Ultimately, extensibility gives customers the ability to enhance applications and innovate rapidly. With the SAP BTP capabilities in the extensibility space, companies are empowered to build, extend, and enhance SAP applications according to their needs and without disrupting their core. Additionally, customers can leverage our as well as third-party services and pre-configured business content to accelerate their projects. Today, I want to highlight one key aspect in the concept of extensibility, the paradigm of low-code, no-code. As Gartner research says, 41% of employees outside of IT, or so-called business technologists, customize or build data or technology solutions. That means that there is more and more people within a company actually building IT solutions. Now, we know from our customers that there is a talent gap when it comes to IT employees. There is simply not sufficient talents on the market to cover the development demand. That's why there is a need to empower more people to be able to build their own processes and applications. This is done by offering low-code, no-code tooling that lets anyone in a company build and deploy processes and applications without requiring development skills or heavy IT support. These tools usually work in a what you see is what you get fashion. That means a user sees exactly what they're building while building it. This is typically done with drag and drop user interfaces. With our latest enhancements in the space of digital process automation, the BTP offers several complementary and integrated low-code automation tools. SAP Workflow Management allows developers and business experts to configure and automate enterprise workflows in a low-code approach and gain end-to-end process visibility. SAP Workflow Management also includes pre-built process content in integration with Qualtrics, combining operational and experience data. And then SAP Intelligent Robotics Process Automation empowers citizen developers that want to automate repetitive manual tasks with a low-code design studio. By leveraging line of business pre-built bots, customers of all industries can accelerate their development. But of course, there's more solutions in the space of extensibility. These include solutions such as AppGyver, a recent acquisition of SAP in the space of visual app development. And then we also have the SAP Business Application Studio, a modern cloud-based environment where professional developers can build applications such as SAP Fiori, mobile, and more. Other capabilities include the digital experience as well as AI services. With this vast portfolio, the SAP BTP empowers all users from no-code to low-code to pro-code to contribute to building the intelligent enterprise. Citizen developers as well as professional developers will find the level of flexibility they need to quickly develop, test, and integrate individual applications tightly connected to their existing IT solutions. And now, as we know, reality always beats theory. So let's look at a customer demo inspired by our customer who built a CapEx process according to their very specific needs without using any code. Let's get started. First, we'll use a process discovery to analyze the performance of two factories. We can see here that the Russian factory is doing great and has achieved an automation rate of almost 94%, meaning that 94% of their processes are automated. Looking at the factory in the Netherlands, we see that they're not performing well. In fact, they're currently only at a 0% automation rate. That means every time they buy a new machine or repair an existing one, they're still using an entirely manual process. Taking this information, how can we help the factory in the Netherlands improve their CapEx process? This is where we'll use a combination of BTP products. We'll start with SAP Intelligent RPA. We'll build a bot that collects data from a specification PDF, rather than relying on a person to do this manually every time. And in this example, we're looking to buy a back gauge motor. Every time the bot collects this data, a CapEx workflow on SAP BTP is automatically started. This bot is then saved and added to the process we're creating in SAP Workflow Management. You can see here that the automated bot is added to a visual process and is then followed by several approval stages. That means now that every time the CapEx request runs through, the involved people will be informed automatically and will see this in their central inboxes, asking for approval and seeing all request details. As these people look into their central inbox, they will be able to review, decide to approve, reject, or comment on the request, and it will then automatically get rerouted to the responsible people. And finally, once the data is agreed on, another bot can be added to the process in SAP Workflow Management, helping to automatically distribute the value entered to the asset management and procurement system. And with that, using a combination of products on the SAP BTP, you've built a fully automated CapEx process in just a few minutes and without using any code. And with this, let's wrap it up. Today, we understood the market dynamics and the need for customers to extend and innovate their processes in a changing business environment. We then defined the concept of extensibility and looked into how customers can easily build and deploy custom processes and applications thanks to the SAP BTP capabilities. We highlighted the paradigm of low-code, no-code and spoke about SAP Intelligent RPA and SAP Workflow Management. They are two examples of solutions that empower non-technical users to build their own automated extensions. And finally, we looked at a demo inspired by our customers. And with a summary, I would like to end today's course and thank you for being our audience today. Oh, if you want to learn more about extensibility, you can take a look at another Open SAP course about the SAP Extension Suite. In the next and last unit, my colleague Florian Kunske will give you a summary of everything you've learned today about SAP BTP. And with that, thank you again and goodbye.